I'm positive by way of now you've got in all likelihood, you recognize, heard of the deliver surprise proper. We've been hearing loads of factors about supply shock, deliver surprise, deliver shock. You know, one element that I sincerely study in this area is the narratives around Bitcoin proper. Because we recognize that Bitcoin is a scarce asset. This may be very clean. It's usually been clean. Everyone has constantly reminded us of this, particularly Bitcoin maxis. One component that I will say right now, I want absolutely everyone to apprehend what is definitely occurring to this area. It's not happening abruptly, but it's slowly starting to morph into reality. And what is that? Well, I'm going to reply that actual brief. But first, I actually have to say welcome to the channel, absolutely everyone. My call is Nick. For the ones which are new to the channel, with any luck by way of the quid of this video, you do come to be a subscriber. And also, in case you men haven't already joined the Unfastened Discord, what are you guys anticipating? Almost 10,000 members are in that Discord. You men might not remorse it. It is one of the exceptional Discords around crypto. So be a part of Up, you may not remorse it. And with that being said, permit solution the question, what are we starting to see with crypto? Well, we're beginning to see the large push away from speculation, from hype, from all the nonsense, to legitimization, instant even usage of this technology. Now, I saw this submit, and it says 2025 demand shocks will spike Bitcoin's price. This is coming from Signum. But we additionally were given this one as nicely, which changed into Bitcoin demand shocks looming, Ripple, stablecoin and greater, hodlers digest December 8th through the 14th. Now, this became JP Morgan raises price objectives on Bitcoin mining stocks. We additionally noticed the New York regulator obviously permitted Ripple's ROUSD stablecoin. And then we saw Bitwise predicts 2025 as a 12 months for crypto IPO Kraken Circle to move public. It appears like we are sort of nearing that point in time wherein we're seeing a very massive push on crypto. I mean, everybody is looking at crypto at this factor because we are in the middle of a bull run. You understand, alt season is largely starting. So, if we're thinking about this, yeah, all of the large players are out and about talking about crypto, talking about how crypto is going to cross right here, cross there, the supply shocks, Bitcoin's going to 1 million greenbacks, all this crazy talk. But one component that I'm really kind of looking at is the institutional aspect of things. Like I look at Pantera as an instance. A enterprise, this is not checked out quite a bit within the space, but it desires to be addressed. Going all the way back to 2013, Pantera has invested in digital property and blockchain businesses, providing investors with the whole spectrum of exposure to the distance. That's precisely from Pantera, and that is the primary US institutional asset supervisor focused solely on blockchain generation. And I virtually suppose that this might be going to be a very massive component going forward as well. And I suppose that as we certainly take a look at crypto, as we examine blockchain technology, it is handiest becoming a far large piece of the traditional economic global. I imply we have already got BlackRock here. We have already got Fidelity right here. We already have a whole lot of the Wall Street giants right here as properly, and I experience like it's best going to develop lots larger and larger and larger and larger out. We virtually examined Pantera Capital going all of the manner again to 2003 when they had been first discovered it. They quickly morphed into a blockchain-based player, right? Like, for example, we could see the blockchain history on the left, but we ought to see the Pantera history at the right. For instance, 2009, the first Bitcoin block called Genesis block is mined, and through 2013, Pantera Bitcoin Fund launches its first cryptocurrency fund inside the US. And then additionally, they add the Pantera Venture Fund 1. That's the primary blockchain best project fund. By that point, 2014, you could see the complete history of this. But why am I speaking about Pantera? Why am I bringing up Pantera? Why am I putting a huge spotlight on them? Well, I want to reveal you guys simply how huge Pantera is. They've been around for a completely long term. They are a respectable participant in the blockchain area. They have witnessed the entirety from basically the start. And over here, we honestly have from billionaire Dan Morad discloses Pantera Capital holdings in altcoins. Ton, Solana, or even Ondo. But take a look at this out. Yeah, so a laugh bit approximately crypto is we have been doing this for 11 years and Bitcoin's nearly a touch bit extra than doubled this year. And so everybody's talking approximately is not that wild, it doubled. On average, it's completed that for 11 years in a row proper. So crypto going up double isn't splendid, truly. And so we're typically long because we suppose the markets are going to cross up. You realize some other massive amount, like in some other order of magnitude likely. So we're usually long, we're usually simply searching at which other tokens are thrilling. We have a massive function in TAN, Telegram's token, Solana, and the ones are some of ours. Yes, so they're predicting that crypto goes to hold to go up. Things are going to hold to virtually simply surge in value. And he's now not incorrect. I mean, over time, he has been around the distance for over 11 years.
Right.
He is aware of how this area continues to grow, cycle over cycle. It is a space, this is just proper now, we're considering those profits, and we're usually searching at the large cycles, the bull and undergo cycles. What the bull and the endure cycles virtually rely on is just liquidity proper. It's just riding the waves of the liquidity cycles, but what happens while the gap is surely moving via application, right? What's going to be the large driver at that modern day factor in time on the subject of software? Well, it will be the efficiencies of those networks and the efficiencies that they unencumber around these conventional markets, around these conventional industries. Now, one of the motives why I do accept as true with that Dan is so bullish is because of what is going on right now in the US. For instance, we cross over here, CNBC positioned this out, you realize just around like kind of the day past or so. XRP is the largest winner of the Trump trade, but buyers are split on how ways this rally can run. No, that is truly stuck at the back of a paywall, but Cowboy Crypto did kind of damage this down a bit. He stated this is an excerpt from CNBC article wherein Galaxy Digital calls XRP a blast from the beyond. Oddly sufficient, the day before today, Galaxy Digital announced that they simply employed ex-JP Morgan director Tony Paquette as their CFO. Now, if we truly look at this, I've by no means been a large fan of XRP, the asset, stated Alex Thorne, head of studies at Galaxy Digital, who known as XRP nowadays no greater than a blast from the beyond. I suggest, what exactly is Bitcoin? I imply it's type of comical, but regardless, we realize that there is a huge divide. We understand that numerous of those discussions and a variety of the things that we do here around this space, specifically when it comes to XRP, it is biased critiques. It's very biased opinions. But I carry this up because, yeah, I mean, XRP has been one of the most important winners across the Trump alternate. And why is that? And why is Dan? And why is Dan, you already know, so bullish on the space, mainly going forward? I suggest pay attention if 2025 is going to be a big 12 months for crypto. Why is that? Well, it's because of the legitimization of the distance. We realize that the Trump admin has been very pro-utility, seasoned crypto, seasoned to rest. They're no longer searching at meme cash. They're not looking at speculative cycles. No, they see the price at the back of the tech. They want to undertake the tech. They apprehend how important it is to be in the back of this area, basically. Now, I want to move over here. Now, I made a submit. I'm now not going to read all of this, but I made it lower back in August, okay? It became returned in August, and it was regarding regulations due to the fact I want to head back to that initial article which stated 2025 demand shocks will spike Bitcoin's charge. So they may be saying that the call for Bitcoin is manifestly going to develop notably, and because of you recognize how a lot supply Bitcoin there may be, it's going to purpose a big spike within the price. It's basically a deliver shock. That's it, truly is essentially what that is. But I said lower back in August, I stated if we are definitely searching at what is going on right here. With right regulatory readability, the floodgates are officially open. The light turns green and utility projects will race to the throne. Number one spot. A new king will be topped, and it in reality might not be Bitcoin or Ethereum, and Maximum failed to just accept that. Because if we are thinking about tokenizing trillions, if we're considering, transactional use cases, Bitcoin and Ethereum are not possible answers for that. I maintain pronouncing that when rules hit this space, we get the green mild in a massive manner. I convey this up and I convey Pantera Capital up now, not due to what Dan is pronouncing, due to the fact Dan is the only behind Pantera Capital. I convey this up because of what's going on. Big shout out to Smoke Dog for this. We have, yes, establishments are predicting that by way of the CISA 2025, 100% of the sector's main monetary institutions may have all permitted crypto legislation, which includes the USA. This is why 2025 will be the monumental year for crypto global regulatory readability for the first time. And right here, we definitely have it. We predict that via the end of 2025, 100% of the sector's main monetary centers will have drafted and accredited as a minimum a few